offer to achieve your goals? Are you willing to pay the price of your desires? You feel frustrated? Humiliated? Defeated? Then maybe we can make a deal.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Dorky Dad, and if you click this video, it means you probably want to start playing Marvel Strike Force, as you should, because this is one of the best games in the mobile industry and definitely has, in my opinion, the most friendly catch-up mechanics for new players to get you to the funnest stages, the newest stages of this game as quickly and as painlessly and as cheaply as possible. And by cheaply, I do mean free. But let's talk about what this game actually is, because gameplay is always king whenever you're looking for some new hobby, and Marvel Strike Force scratches that old RPG itch. It is a turn-based strategy game where you have different abilities, you have so much Marvel IP to play from, and it's got that sort of Final Fantasy, Lunar, Grandia playstyle that I know a lot of us grew up on. It has various modes from PvE to PvP. More PvE modes are coming, which is super exciting this year. And it just got so many reasons to play it. For new players coming to this game right now, if you are about to download the game, please use my widget, because this does support the channel and it helps me grow. And I'm actually going to go on this journey with you guys. For the next 30 days, I'm going to be starting a new account. I'm going to make an alliance for you guys that want to come in and join. And I'm going to play all the way until we unlock Mephisto. That's right, the big red machine that you saw in the opening of this video. We're going to play this account until we unlock him, see how long it takes us to get there. And it should be a lot of fun along the way, and I'll have a lot of tips to share with you guys. For the rest of this video, though, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for the very start of Marvel Strike Force. For the first day you're playing Marvel Strike Force, you can get so far in the levels. They give you lots of free characters, lots of free materials to play around with. I'm going to give you my top 5 tips to make sure you maximize that to its fullest. If you do want to join the alliance that I'm going to make on this account, please let me know in the description or in the comment section below. It's going to be a fun journey. All right, guys, enjoy the tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Alright guys, so the first and honestly the most important tip to make sure we're getting the maximum rewards in Marvel Strike Force as a new player is going to be to set up our Scopely ID. Now I've already done it on this account because I wanted to set things up for this video, but if you hit this button here, it'll lead you to the Scopely website where you will then be able to set up a Scopely ID attached to this game. Basically, it's just an email, which then it will attach to your character file, and then it's kind of easier if you need to change devices, if you're going to open it up on an emulator, whatever the case may be, you'll be able to access that account. Very important stuff. But it leads to something even more important, in my opinion, and that is going to be promo codes. So once we are on the Marvel Strike Force website, and the link to that website will be in the description as well as a pinned comment, we're going to hit our profile picture on the top right corner, and we're going to go to player gift. There are so many promo codes to use right now. The problem is some of them don't always work the first time because the server gets overloaded whenever there's a new promo code and people are just slamming the servers trying to get their free stuff, because we do have a super popular game. So I will have a website that also has all the promo codes to share with you guys. We see a bunch of the different options here. That'll be in the pinned comment and in the description as well. But if we just go ahead, copy one of these promo codes, and we throw it into the new player gift, and then we can hit redeem, we're gonna get a bunch of stuff. Oh, I already claimed that one. That's right. So let's do Let's Go 5C. That was from the last esports event for Marvel Strike Force, kind of. The content creators, we throw a tournament where we show the newest rules in a given game mode, Cosmic Crucible. More on that in future videos. Let's see, is this one still active? Look, 3 million gold and 150 power cores is absolutely insane gains for new players. And we got so many of those to try out. Let's go for another one. Happy 7cc MSF. Boom, we got a lot of purple ISO and training modules. We'll be needing those when we reach the mid game. Strike Force 7, let's go ahead and try this one. This code is invalid. I'm going to just refresh and we're going to try again. That's sometimes what you got to do. If you're putting in all the promo codes at once, it gets a little bogged down. All right, so that one is not active. Then let's go ahead and try MSF7. Throw this one in. Boom! Look at that. We got 5 premium orbs, 500 cores, 100 Cyclops, and 100 Nightcrawler shards, which is insane for the early game, okay? So make sure you go to that website with all these promo codes, enter them all in, get all these fat rewards. That is going to be tip number 1. Let's head on over to number 2. All right, so that's one aspect of this website that is going to give you huge rewards, and they've been doing more and more promo codes. Basically, there's like a new promo code every week at this point. The website also has a lot of free claims for you, though. So if you head on over to website and you scroll down, or if you have a bigger window, you're going to see it on the right side, a free claim bar. You can also see this if we go into the store section and we scroll down. There is going to be a section for all of our free claims. So here we're going to be getting monthly materials, and we're going to be getting Mr. Negative shards. The reason why this is so important is because once we have Mr. Negative completely maxed out on stars, it switches to a new character, Black Knight, and he's amazing. And after Black Knight, it switches to a new character, Zombie Juggernaut, another amazing character that we definitely want to get. Besides that, there is also a milestone tab. This is going to be events that are running kind of in the background for just doing your regular stuff, or if there's specific things you need to do, you can check out one of my videos on that. And there's going to be just free rewards in here as well. So the website is very important. This is obviously a way for them to get players to go and have to go through the store to get the free stuff or be on the website. But this is something that just gives you a really, really big boost to your account, especially in the early game. So make sure you're utilizing the web store. It's actually probably the best website for these mobile games that I've ever seen. All right, let's head on over to tip number 3. All right, tip number 3, and this is going to be the biggest tip as far as enhancing your gameplay goes, and that's going to be finding a good alliance. Once you hit, I believe it's level 15 or 20, it's going to put you in a random alliance. You don't want to stay in that random alliance because we want a certain criteria from the alliance that you're going to go in when you play this game. You want an alliance that matches your playstyle. Do you want to play super casual, or do you really want to push? Do you want to see how far you can get as fast as possible and even get in-game stuff? So there is going to be an alliance tab. I made this alliance in Leader right now, so I can't actually see it. Well, I guess I can if I switch alliances, where you can see different public alliances. And this is one way where you can find an alliance. If it's public, you could jump in. For the purpose of this month, where I'm going to be trying to help as many new players get through the early game as efficiently as possible with like huge gains on the other side, I will be removing the people that just randomly got dropped in here and inviting you guys. So if you do scan that QR code and you start playing Marvel Strike Force, hit me up in the Discord, which again is linked in the description, and let me know, like, hey, I just started the game. Can you put me in the alliance? And we'll get you added there. Otherwise, though, there is the website once again. So again, the website coming in absolutely crucial. If we are to hit that profile once again and we go to our alliance search button, we can plug in the criteria that we are looking for in a given alliance, and it'll help you find an alliance that matches your playstyle. This is a new feature. I hear it actually works really, really well. So make sure you find the alliance that matches what you want to accomplish in the game. And as a very, very new player, getting into an alliance that has war active is going to get you a lot of gold. Getting to an alliance that is doing a raid, even if you can't do that particular difficulty of the raid, is going to get you huge rewards and really kind of steroid boost you to a very, very comfortable spot in the game. All right, let's go talk about tip number 4. And this one is a fun one. When we hit level 20, I think it was, we were gifted 50 Ultra Cores. Ultra Cores are a premium currency in Marvel Strike Force. It's basically, they give you, I think it's $10. It's either $5 or $10 they give for you to spend for free. Now, I've gone over all these offers multiple times, and I think you want to be careful. So you see here, I do have 50. This was given to me for free. There are some offers that look really good. Like, hey, the Cyclops offer has a lot of good stuff in it, but Cyclops isn't the best character. This is something you won't know as a brand new player. Carnage, he's a good character, but he's kind of easily obtainable, so I'm not too worried about him. Same with Venom. The Gamma team costs 150, so we can't afford that. Captain Sam costs 10. And there's actually a couple calendars that cost 10, so we could do 2 10s and a 30 to unlock the most characters possible. But there's going to be the next tip that we talk about where we don't actually need to go for Captain Sam here if we're starting today. So basically, let's just not go through all the offers. That'll take too long. I'll show you the offer that is definitely the best bang for your free bucks. It's Blade. Blade is part of the Night Stalker team, which is our Mystic Raid team. You're going to know what that means about 2 weeks into the game. But just suffice it to say, he's a very fast character. He hits incredibly hard, and he's going to help carry you through campaigns and the early raids. So this is definitely who I would suggest using your Ultra Cores on. It comes with 2 million gold, which is so much gold in the early game, and a lot of training materials to level him up. Once you get him unlocked, max him out, use him in all of your hero campaigns, in your raids. Make sure you keep up to date with his abilities, because this is a character that even when you reach the end game, he's going to be used for at least the next year. So that's amazing stuff. All right, let's head on over to the next tip. The biggest question I get from new players when they start playing Marvel Strike Force is, where should I use my cores? Not to be confused with the Ultra Cores, which we just talked about, but these regular cores, which we are going to get a lot of when we play the game, when we hit these different commander levels, when we hit different milestones, and from the arena, which we unlock at level 30, what should I do with my cores? And the answer is very simple. We only want to use cores on energy, because the energy is going to help us level our commander level faster, which allows us to unlock all these new modes to play with, which unlocks more resource avenues. Also, your character level is gated by how high your commander level is. So let's go for Blade. You see, I was able to level up to 28 only because my commander level is currently 28. The maximum level in the game right now is 105. Once we hit level 90, that's when it'll slow down dramatically. But it is very fast to get level 90 if you do the following. We're only going to use cores for energy, and we're only going to do it a certain amount of times. So if I go to the villain campaign, I'm not going to do too many because I can push these nodes with my current roster. I will hit this little yellow lightning bolt, and I will use, well, we have tickets for this one, but I will use cores when it becomes available. And we're going to do this 4 times. The tickets will replace your core cost, which is really good. Just make sure you don't do more than 50 cores. So if I go again, it's going to show 100 because I've technically done 4 resets of my energy. So that's avenue number 1, where we're going to use our cores. A more fun avenue where we're going to use our cores, because it's going to give us so much resources in the early game, is in the events tab. And that's going to be in these showcases that they have for new teams that come out. This includes right now the 7th anniversary event. So if I go in to Liberty Showcase and I go onto the Peggy Carter node, you'll see that there are, first of all, there's a lot of good characters to get from here. This is going to be a huge resource in the early game just to get a bunch of characters for Blitz and for other avenues. But on the last node of Chapter 1, for all the showcases, you're going to see this orb right here. This is your Gold Orb Fragments node. These nodes, you don't need to worry about it. They're going to give you characters to beat these nodes. We are going to use cores to refresh this campaign energy, this event campaign energy, and we're going to farm as much gold orbs as possible. We will also be able to farm training module nodes. This is what we need to level characters, gold and training materials. Training materials are going to be in the second showcase, Chapter 1, on the final node. This is going to be where we use the cores. This is going to give us more experience. So again, we're going to be getting that commander level up as fast as possible, and we will do that for every single showcase that we can. And we're just going to get so much gold, so many training materials, that we're going to be able to really have fun with our roster, build up more characters, attack more teams in War and Crucible. This is just a huge thing that you really have to do with your cores. A lot of new players will come in and they'll use their cores on these orbs that we see in the store. Havoc is a character that just joined the game. You can open up one of his orbs for 675 cores. These orbs are really only meant for top-ups or for really big spenders to max out these characters early on. This is not for new players. Don't waste your cores here. You're very much likely not to unlock the characters this way, and you're just going to waste your super, super valuable cores. Same thing with the gold orbs and the training material orbs that are also down here. You will get so much more just by coring that showcase energy. So yeah, 450 for the both training orb and the gold orb. Definitely don't want to go that route. All right, that is going to be how to use your cores and how to get the maximum resources. And that's it for our tips, at least for this video, guys. If you are enjoying Marvel Strike Force, and you will, because the game is super fun in the early game, very fun in the mid game, and then you're hooked by the end game, okay? Because it's Marvel, and there's lots of fun content, especially if you get into a good alliance. Tip number 3, right? If you like this video, please make sure you leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, follow the next beginner videos, okay? Because we're gonna have huge tips on unlocking legendary characters super early and how to approach the different game modes so that you have the most fun and the most success. All right, guys, take care and have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.